Report of National Grid collapse, fake news, says TCN. Army redeploys senior officers in major shake-up. Ibom Air cancels Abuja-bound flight after passengers' unruly behaviour. Summary of the news. The transmission company of Nigeria, TCN, has clarified that recent disruptions in power supply were due to the tripping of the Benin Omotosho line, contrary to report that the national grid collapsed. Earlier, it was widely reported that the national grid had collapsed on Saturday. TCN spokesperson Ndidi Mba, however, said the report was a misinformation. The TCN hereby states that the nation's grid did not experience any collapse today, contrary to the widespread published misinformation in the media. Earlier today, at about 1:41 p.m., the Osogbo-Ihovo line tripped, followed by the tripping of the Benin Omotosho line. This consequently affected bulk supply to only the Lagos axis alone, TCN spokesperson said. Mba also clarified that about 1 p.m., just before the tripping, total generation on the grid was 4,335.63 MW. However, after the trippings, generation was 2,573.23 MW, showing clearly that the grid did not experience any glitch. As TCN continues to work hard to put in place a robust transmission grid in spite of prevailing challenges, it is imperative that we understand the negative impact of deliberately misinforming the public and the value of disseminating true and verifiable facts, Mba added. Source: Leadership newspaper. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has approved the redeployment of senior Nigerian Army officers to key command, staff and instructional positions. The reshuffle, announced in a statement on Saturday by Director of Army Public Relations, Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, includes significant changes at the highest levels, affecting principal staff officers at Army Headquarters, general officers commanding, corps commanders, and commandants of training institutions. According to the statement, the move underscores the Army's commitment to maintaining a dynamic leadership structure capable of addressing contemporary security challenges. The Chief of Army Staff directed all newly appointed senior officers to bring renewed vigor, dedication, and commitment to their roles, especially in sustaining the ongoing operations against terrorism, insurgency, and other national security threats. Source: Punch newspaper. An Ibom Air flight inbound Abuja from Uyo was reportedly cancelled after a passenger's disruptive behavior. In the video seen by the cable, irate passengers questioned the airline's officials over their failure to deboard the individual who prevented the flight from taking off. Narrating the incident in a post on X on Saturday, Michael Achimugu, Director of Consumer Protection and Public Affairs at the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA), said the flight, set to depart Uyo by 5:30 p.m. on January 8, was delayed after the passenger refused to travel without her checked-in luggage. He said the passenger's luggage was offloaded due to weight restrictions. After boarding, Achimugu said the passenger noticed that her bag was not among the luggage loaded into the bowels of the aircraft. She angrily stepped down from the aircraft and insisted that her bags be loaded, otherwise nobody was going to fly. The NCAA officials said even the intervention of FAN, AFSEC and the pilot did not let her budge. The pilot offered to carry her checked-in bag in the cabin, but the size did not fit. All the while, the pilot was taking note of the time because Uyo was a sunset airport and the airspace would be shut down any moment. Despite all pleas, she held the plane hostage until the airspace was closed. Consequently, the pilot had to announce a cancellation of the flight. It was at that moment that other passengers became irate. Had AFSEC and Ibom Air personnel, led by Amaka Echetabu, not been on top of their game, the unruly passenger would have been lynched. Achimugu said the passenger claimed that her luggage was delayed in December. Achimugu, however, said the passenger is being prosecuted in court. Source: The Cable. Follow for more. January 12, 2025.